Yo! Video games.
And yeah, vaping is a great way to get off of smoking if that helps.
Sure, and you know, my thing would be like,
I would rather be around the person who vapes than smokes.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's like, look, don't do it, but if you're gonna do it, do one without any nicotine.
Yeah.
Because those exist.
In all honesty, it's better than being around like secondhand smoke, but still, if you're in someone's vape cloud, you realize that shit went into their body and then came out.
Yeah.
Like it's still nasty.
Oh yeah. But I tell you what, man, I would rather be around a person who vapes.
Absolutely.
Fucking cigarette smoke
is terrible.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Secondhand smoking. Every time I go to Vegas, and I love Vegas, but I have to bring Excedrin.
You know what? That's what made me not want to smoke. Because my parents used to go to Vegas all the time as a vacation because it was very inexpensive and cheap. So like, hey, we're going to go to Vegas. And this was old school Vegas before they had those amazing vents and all that shit.
Yeah, well, if you go into like TI, it's still like old school and it's like...
Oh yeah, we went to some places recently that were very like, fuck.
Like, and we used to go like to the other places, like my parents didn't smoke, but I was around it as a kid. I'm like, oh god, this is so disgusting. Like this is the point where like cigarettes were like gross to me. They were like, they were like a cockroach.
Yeah, cigarettes are gross to a lot of people.
Well, one half of my family was all heavy smokers, and every time we'd have family get-togethers with them, we'd just be like...
I don't think I think I only got ever offered a smoke like once. I never got peer pressured into it or anything. So it just never happened.
That's actually kind of the other crazy thing is like even though like all of one half of my family like smoked religiously,
they were like, "Don't do it."
They never told me. They never offered me. They never.
Don't do it.
Well, for me, it's always try something once. You always try something once. I mess around with cigarettes.
I've never tried a cigarette.
They were too disgusting for me to like even want to try.
Yeah, I never had a cigarette. The only thing I had that was good, and I had like one or two in my life. There's these little brown, honey cigars. They're cigars, but they're really small. They look like cigarette size. And they have like honey on it.
I did that. Okay. I did like a cigar thing like once.
I fucked with the Black and Mild.
I had once I had a real cigar and it was awful.
I almost forget that
for a friend's graduation. I was like, oh.
Living in California, you almost forget that smoking even fucking exists until you go to Vegas and you're reminded that people still smoke like crazy.
Yeah.
There's so few people smoke around California in general that I never smell that shit anymore.
Dude, remember there were smoking sections. Remember that shit?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, they're still at like theme parks.
They're at theme parks, then you realize.
No, but like they were at restaurants, dude. Like
restaurants had smoking
in the early '90s and late '80s.
Smoking or non-smoking section at a restaurant.
Oh yeah, that shit is gone.
Yeah. Like you want to eat a meal, and there's just people just.
Or go to a college campus. That's very true.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I remember there was a guy, like a big tycoon, who created the plane that allowed smoking. The entire plane was smoking section. The smoking section plane, fucking tank. Nobody went on it. Only the people that were like journalists and shit like that.
Just to try it.
Yeah, just to see like, okay, because they're gonna write an article about it. But he was like, I'm gonna make a plane for smokers because there's no smoking on any plane. So I want a plane for smokers, and nobody went on it.
Who would want a headache on a plane?
Yeah, I'd imagine. I mean, it's
far enough in time,
the fact that vaping is more common at a college campus than smoking is a good thing. I mean, vaping like you're fucking just killing yourself by smoking.
It's far less dangerous than smoking, but it's like still putting it.
And it's like I'm not one of those people that are going to harp on people to say you shouldn't be smoking. If it makes you feel good, I'm not going to tell you how to live your fucking life.
Exactly.
But if you're smoking, by this point, I'm sure you're fully 900% aware of what it's going to do to you.
It's like people smoking a cigarette should be like, it's like someone going to Carl's Jr. Like, you're putting that, that giant ass burger is not good for you.
And I mean,
there's like almost nothing good about it.
And for my homeboy Keith, I remember he was.
Well, one translates to calories and one translates to literally nothing.
I mean,
that's a big difference.
They both don't do anything good for you.
Well, yeah, no. A burger gives you calories. That's different.
Yeah.
There's no calories in a fucking
cigarette.
In a cigarette.
No, but it'll fuck your lungs up.
It will. That's all I'm saying is that a burger will actually give you more life. If you eat too much of it, it'll decrease your life.
I don't know. Some of them 6 burgers. How much life is that giving you?
Vape crackdown news. You gotta understand, there's actually a health benefit to inserting calories into your body, much less inserting smoke. There's no benefit.
Right.
Zero. It's like, would you rather drink Coke or water? Well, at least, I mean, if you are going to drink Coke, there is some water in there that is to help your body get some nutrient in some way.
With sodium, though, you're actually dehydrating yourself more than...
In a way. But in comparison to fucking smoking, there is zero health benefits.
Well, you're not...
There's nothing.
Yeah, well, there's probably zero health benefits in a double Western, let's be honest.
Well, it's a calorie.
It fucking fills your...
It fills your fucking stomach.
Yeah.
That is a health benefit.
You won't die.
But if you do it too much...
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean,
if you're dying of starvation, sure.
Yeah, if you have not eaten for an entire day, if you have not eaten for an entire day, and you have a double Western, and you need calories to keep your body fucking functioning, the double Western will keep you alive.
Yeah, sure.
Your heart will keep pumping.
But I mean, like, you know, you could, most people could realistically, like,
absolutely. I mean, it's
go
not
without eating that burger and actually be healthier.
Well, if you eat it all the time, but if you needed to eat something and that was your only option, it's not going to kill you.
I think everything is. It's
like all junk food is bad for you in extreme quantities.
Yeah.
But in the event where you only could eat candy for a day and you had to just eat candy, it'll keep you alive.
Yeah, but you talk about like fucking crazy, insane rare scenarios.
Like, I'd say.
Well, sure, but smoking. Like, this is the comparison to smoking. There is zero benefit to smoking.
No,
it doesn't keep you alive in any way.
There's no.
I'd say everything is in moderation. Because didn't you say that you and like your grandparents or your parents, like, they smoked and they're just fine? Like, they
everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah, everything. I mean, that's the same thing. We're just saying, like, the actual health benefits between smoking and eating a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
One is food.
Yeah.
One does nothing.
Yeah.
Food.
It's not great food.
Food. Like,
it's not great food.
Like boba.
But it will actually go into your stomach and will translate to energy.
Yeah.
Cigarette smoke doesn't in any way.
Most translate to fat cells.
It just like cigarettes.
Well, it only translates to fat cells if you don't have any fats. If you have a bunch of extra fat cells already.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works.
One more line.
What about alcohol? Alcohol is unfortunately not really good for you.
Alcohol is a little bit of both. Yeah.
I mean, there used to be a thing where it's like you drink a little bit of wine every once in a while,
wine,
and it's actually good for you.
Actually, wine, yeah.
The more research has been done, it's more like any amount of alcohol you put into your system is bad, in any way. And the more you put, the more dangerous it gets. But if it's like every once in a while, it's not as bad.
That's why I like to live on the wild side.
It's not like you're not doing your body a favor, is kind of what is being discovered now. But science changes all the time with this shit, and it's person to person.
There's some people who are like, I don't even know how they're still alive.
Well, I've seen like a friend of mine, like her parents were like,
body adapts.
Those wine boxes.
They'll
drink out of those things, and I'm just like, Jesus.
Oh, I mean, like, there's people like Miyazaki. He smokes all the time. He's lived way beyond what he probably should have for a human.
There are absolutely.
You know who that didn't work
exceptions.
for? Walt Disney.
Nope, didn't work for him.
Every single person. This is why science is a very delicate situation, because every single test subject and person that you interview is
Walt
different.
Disney smoked like a chimney, and he paid for it. He died pretty damn early.
Yeah, alcohol is a poison. You know what also is a terrible poison is sugar.
What else is a poison? Video games. Stop playing.
Everything you like is a poison.
It's a poison.
You know what? You can absolutely do whatever you want because it's your choice.
Like I said, everything in moderation.
Everything in moderation.
It's like you can't overdo video games.
You do everything in life in moderation, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You do anything excessively or obsessively, it'll become a problem in some way.
You're gonna die.
Sure. Just depends on how.
Depends on your quality of life.
Depends
on how much you value your quality of life.
Like 100 being super boring, or do you want to die like at 70 doing a bunch of cool shit?
There you go. That's actually a very good question.
Define cool shit.
Yeah.
Depends on how much cool shit.
Cool shit, Simmons.
Smoking and drinking
I can't
kills.
say it. It's Twitch.
Yeah.
Perfectress!
Perfectress!
You guys suck!
Perfectress!
Sorry, JJ.
Jeez.
I mean, that can easily be flipped. You wanna fucking die early doing boring shit, or fucking die super late doing
That's a wonderful, or what about a wonderful balance of the two?
Right? Like, that can
What about a one? And how about like? Doesn't it seem like a wonderful balance of the two is like the thing we just said in moderation?
In moderation.
How about you don't go too crazy in one direction?
Yeah, in life, and then you know.
And just eventually.
Well, dude, you could be like Rick James and live 100 lives by the time he died.
I see where Kenny's coming from.
You could live 100 lifetimes in the time he died.
I don't know. Those last few years didn't look great for him.
No,
you know what?
He aged very fast, very hard.
Yes, he did.
But man, how many of those years counted for 1 billion years on another person?
Like fucking 2 years of fucking Rick James' life.
It was like 80 years. It was like lifetimes of others.
Yeah.
I'm sure his life was that extravagant because he was talented, not because of the shit that he did to himself.
Well, it was a little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Right? Like, I can imagine he had a great life because he was like, you know, high half of the time.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah, so if high is your quality of life, then sure, go for it.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
That line. It's like stuck with me forever. Like Carrie Fisher died, and I was just like,
Keith Richards is still
cocaine's a hell
alive.
of a drug.
And he's real life Jack Sparrow.
Yep. And his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how the hell is
Fap
that?
in moderation. Whoa.
No, you do that
What the
excessively,
hell?
it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I fap once a year.
How many are y'all on that No Nut November?
What the fuck?
You don't know? You didn't know?
What the fuck? No Nut November?
Yeah.
Conversation last year.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
We had this conversation last year.
Yes, we did.
I think I deleted that
What did
shit.
you put in your sangria?
I think I
When
literally.
Steve remembers something from
These
a
are
year
the kind of
ago.
conversations I literally tune out when you guys start talking.
You were talking.
Like, bro, we had this conversation already. This is old news, man.
You guys remember it because I like literally just erased this
Deleted
shit
it.
as soon as you said it. I'm like, that's not important. I'm fucking getting rid of that.
Chad is winning that
Like
shit.
90%.
Chad, like, yo, I got.
The problem with No Nut November is it for single people or for like people who actually like?
Yeah. What's the
like,
parameters?
Like, I mean, yeah. What are the parameters there? Because if you like, you know,
It's the
you have a
dumbest thing
girlfriend or
ever
wife-
because it's medically speaking
It's a
a
meme.
very bad thing to do.
Yeah, but if you
It's
like,
a meme.
yeah, it's I guess
Yeah,
it's a
that
meme.
sounds like just for the memes,
yeah,
Jack.
just for the memes type of thing. What are the
Because
rules
I'm pretty
there?
sure Seinfeld
Because
started it.
there was a thing called No Shave November.
Yeah.
So someone said, "Oh, well, guess what? We have No Nut November."
Well, December's supposed to be worse. You're supposed to go ballistic.
I just
now.
love the saying "No Nut
Yeah,
November."
what's the December? December one's called like.
The last time I went No Nut November is when Passion of the Christ came out. I was like, "Damn, dude, wow, you went through that shit."
Kenny didn't make that up. You took that joke from somewhere else.
That shit, no, that was me, bro.
No, you took that
I was
joke.
like, fuck,
That
dude.
joke is too good.
He got whipped so hard, damn, bro. You know what? I can do that shit. And it lasted about a couple days.
Kenny had a no nut year.
Yeah.
No nut century.
Not even that, dude. I was like, damn. And I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm
Kenny,
done.
absolutely. I guarantee you.
I made that shit up! I felt that in my core! I grew up Catholic!
I guarantee you, Kenny didn't.
Oh, fuck off!
He did?
Sure, he did.
He did.
I made that shit
The
up!
joke is too good for Kenny's humor.
Oh, suck my balls! I grew up a Catholic kid in choir, and I saw like Passion of the Christ. I'm like, damn.
Carlos
dude.
Mencia Kenny, folks.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck all you guys! I literally felt like that. I was like, I grew up Catholic, where you were meant to feel guilty for doing things. I was like, damn, bro, I can't be doing that shit. And then like a week
Jesus
later,
said, "Whipped, I ain't
fuck
doing
off. Sorry, Jesus. I held off as long as I could. This is me!
Yeah, when you go in the right theater with a block, there's a Satanist in the back, just like
Probably.
I think
Satan's get all wild out of there.
I think the term "sorry Jesus" is one of the funniest fucking things I've heard in a week. Sorry Jesus. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry Jesus.
No Smash.
Smash December.
No.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
But it doesn't.
That has as much chance of happening as No Nut November.
It doesn't like, you know. It doesn't like kind of rhyme, or not rhyme, but it doesn't have.
It's gotta be more catchy.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
You got it, JJ. You're almost done.
Uno mas.
We got a smash and we got a nut.
You just need one more line.
I think no Smash September would make sense.
Everyone's mesmerized, and you are in the zone. You're in the Tetris effect, JJ. The Oreo sacks, thank you.
Music helps.
Hey!
So yeah, expert mode is pretty hard.
That's right. It's Destroy Dick December.
There you
Right.
go. That's what it is.
It's No Nut November, Destroy Dick December.
That's what it is. I forgot.
That all came from your favorite show, Seinfeld.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't.
It wasn't November.
Yeah, it wasn't
necessarily.
like a whole fucking month. I think.
Well, it was just who could hold
Yeah,
out
it's
the
like-
longest.
I don't want to take up your guys' time.
Well, we could turn all the lights back on.
Yeah. And then play some Road Rash.
Play some new Road Rash Redemption.
Yeah.
I
Redemption.
renamed that game. The game's called Road Redemption. I call it Road Rash Redemption.
Road Raid.
All right, lights are back on. We have returned. Let me turn down the ISO.
Oh, that's a lie. You probably netted before the stream. Yokodabra!
I wish the music was louder. That's the only thing. But it is super fun. I hope that was entertaining for you guys. I don't know.
They loved it, dude.
I loved it. Fuck.
It was
I
fucking
don't care
cool to
about
watch.
anything. I liked it. Shit.
How you know? Because you're you, Zon. Because you're you.
Good stuff.
I only got an A.
Stop clapping! She only got an A!
She only got an A!
Stop clapping! That one guy's gone.
Wait, what happened?
Oh god.
There's one guy that
She
said
beat
stop
Marathon.
No, there was one dude that was in there that was like, stop clapping, show. This is when she had gotten that insane fucking beat.
Oh, I
She beat
think I was in
game.
the bathroom.
And he was like, oh, stop clapping, she got a B. And then he was gone. He vanished.
The guy into the ether.
Yeah.
He said he was kidding.
Oh, shit.
So he's
Too
getting
late.
Oh, was he kidding?
after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
of course.
Kappa face.
Yeah, there's no Kappa there.
No cap is allowed.
There was no Kappa there. Kidding.
Tetris.